Welcome to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna play a game that I'm super excited to show off. It's called STATIONFlow. Came into early access on Steam on 20th of December, and it's sort of like a Peeps connection to Metro game where you sort of have to do signaling and stuff, and it's super cool. I started playing it last night, and I played for 2 hours straight. I was like, I gotta start recording. It was kind of the middle of the night, so I couldn't. So I was like, as soon as it's morning, we're gonna do this. So it's morning, so let's do this. Now, we're not gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna start from the end of level 1, just because the game gets more complex as it goes, and I really want to show you the complex stuff because it's so much fun. So I've sort of like did the beginning a little bit by myself. So let me talk to you about what is actually this game about. This is a subway, sort of like a connection game. So first of all, I want to say a big thank you to the developers for the key. And essentially what you do is you've got this platform down here, these big metro platform, and this is where the metro comes, or the subway. And the people then go from the metro to different kind of exits. So they move towards these. We have a lot of exits. We have like A2, A1, etc. And what you do, you need to connect it. So I already connected with the corridors. So you essentially build corridors like this. I'm going to show you as soon as it's the next day and we got to connect more stuff. And then you need to make signaling, where essentially you sort of build signals like this. Let me show you a signal. I'm going to place a signal here, and I'm going to say, hey, everything which is the metro and all the A exits except A3 are in this direction. Okay? And you get points depending on how happy people are with you. So currently we have no people in the station because it's almost midnight. It's going to be the end of the day. But people can get lost. Later on we can get stuff like food, so they can search for food, and then they can like want to find the toilets, or if they're tourists they might just need information because they don't know what exit they want, so they need to check the information. And you need to make sure that everybody knows where to go and doesn't spend an unnecessary time sort of being lost. And then of course you have to handle your money. Now, I haven't found money to be a big problem so far, and I got to like level 7 or something. I was like, I gotta stop with this. Alright, so on the first day, which I did by myself, people were super happy and everything. And now we get an A-star rating. And we are going to move to the next page, which is going to unlock new things like drinks. And it's going to upgrade the first exit, which means that more people will now be coming from this particular exit. You can see it here. You can see that this is like 2 level and this is 1 level. So now people are going to be coming from here and they will want drinks. So what we gotta do... Sorry, my mouse got stuck. What we gotta do is we gotta make sure that people who are looking for drinks have a place to find them. So we should decide where we want to have our drinks. So firstly, I think would probably be a good idea to have some sort of drink sort of like down here. So like this, the moment you come out of the metro, you can go and have a drink. And then we're gonna place some, I'm thinking let's create a small plaza or something like a plaza, maybe here in the middle. And then this could be our sort of like a drinking spot. So we could make this a bit wider. We're going to place it over here. And this is how you place a corridor. Now, as in real life, it takes a while to build stuff. So it's actually pretty important that you start building pretty quickly. Because if it takes a long time, well then, there's no drink yet. And we're going to have a signals going this way. For that. Now, every time you sort of make an intersection, I've noticed that it's kind of important to give signaling in all the directions. Otherwise, the people, they're like, oh, I don't know where to go. So let's just say that everything except A1 and drinks is this way. Also, we should probably say that towards drink, you could also get to A1 this way if you really wanted to. And then we need to add a new sim arrow this way, which says, hey, go to A2. So this is our first signal, and we gotta do the same signaling over here. So this is gonna say drinks, and then we're gonna have one that goes this way, and this is everything except A2. And this should also say A2. Oh, and this is also except A1, right? Because A1 is behind. So we're gonna set one more for A1. And it's at the moment it seems like it's not gonna be exciting, but trust me, this game is very exciting. You just gotta wait for it a little bit. Alright, next we gotta add drink signage to everything else. So we can go down. If you click C on the keyboard, you go below. Ooh, we see the train. We go below, and if you click F, you go above. Like on the next floor, because they're gonna be multiple floors. They're gonna be elevators, they're gonna be escalators, they're gonna be like, I don't know, toilet rooms, which are really big and you gotta fit them somewhere, and it's just, there's a lot of stuff happening. Okay, now what you can do, and I really like it, let me show you, is if you click on this person, he came from platform P1 and he's trying to get to A3, and you can see sort of like a view. This is his view, and he's like, okay, looking where to go, and he saw that he was like kind of slowing down. He's like, I don't know where to go, and then he saw this sign. This says go up the stairs for all 8 exits, and he's like, okay, I'm going up the stairs now. It's standing here, I'm climbing the stairs, and then I'm gonna check, okay, well, what is he doing next? He's like, okay, A3 is this way, so he's going this way. Very, very good. Now, we didn't say on this signage where the drinks are, so we gotta say the drinks are here, and then we should probably place some drinks, because we said that the drinks are here. I kind of like placing them sort of in the middle. Maybe we could have one back to back. Yeah, I think that would be cool. And maybe one more over here, just so it looks a bit nice. And then later we're gonna have like information boards, and we could place those on the, you know, like on the other side. It'd just be real nice. Okay, we gotta move this there. Yeah, you know, information boards in between, and we're gonna have like a plaza, and it's gonna be really cool. This game is just so good. And I keep saying that. Okay, so essentially what happens is we have here the current station rank. Once we get to maximum, we sort of progress to the next level. This says us the current evaluation. The evaluation is based on how happy people are, but also on, I didn't actually give a sign down here. It's also based on like how many exits you have open. So currently we have all exits open, but it also might be that you don't have all exits open, so then it's gonna lower it. Now, interesting point here is I said here that the drinks are this way, but on the stairs it doesn't say anything about drinks. So what can happen is that people kind of turn around and say, wait, but it said that way drinks, but now the stairs don't say the drinks, so is the drinks upstairs? And I'm that kind of person in real life. Like, I'm like, what? That sign said that and this sign said this. I need it on all the signs, otherwise I'm confused. That's me. So that's for people like me. This is like, yeah, this is really cool. But like, if you think about it, it seems kind of obvious, and a lot of times it's like, well, why don't the people get it? But like, if you think about it, and if you're in a foreign place, for example, and like exactly like that in real life, it's just telling you after how long the next sort of train is gonna come. So we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna pick somebody like this guy, and we're gonna check, hey, so he's going to A2. So he was moving kind of in the middle, then he saw, okay, the exit. So at the moment we only have sort of like one exit, so it's not that interesting, but as soon as we get more exits, it's gonna be even cool. Okay, so he messed up. He went this way because he didn't notice the sign here for the A+. So he went to the other way, but I was like, okay, I see it now. And then he went this way. So he's pretty happy. We can see that the people here are pretty happy. It's going to, like, there's gonna be this sort of like a black part here if it said if we're not fully happy. And this is our money. We currently have 21,000. We get plus 14,000 per day. We have 2 active train lines and 5 active exits. Right? Now we could bring more of these drink machines, but I don't think we need to. I'm pretty happy with what we have right now. We haven't really had anybody looking for a drink yet, though, which is a bit unfortunate. Or even buying a drink here. Nobody's just like, nobody wants a drink, apparently. Kind of. That. Now I could place another drink down here if we really wanted to, but one thing I don't know, so actually that's interesting, so we have a drink here now. If I said that in this direction you're also gonna get a drink, which is possible, would people get confused? Because like with drinks it seems obvious because people know, like, okay, you have probably more drink stands than one. But if, for example, you had 2 different ways to get to, let's say, this platform, like from this A2, for example, I would add a new stairs and I would kind of allow you to go this way and that way. Would people get confused if they saw that to the left and to the right you can get to A2? Because once it gets more complex, this is something that you're probably gonna do. And then it's like, should I only allow them one way? Or should I tell them that this way you can also get there? So you can see here that some people have been waiting for a drink. That's because at the beginning we didn't really build any. We were waiting for the platform. It took 3 hours out of the day, so they couldn't get a drink. Nobody spent time sort of lost in the station and stuff, so that's pretty good. Everybody's super happy, and we leveled up to the next level. Very important. And we got 18,000. So what now we get? Escalators, wide stairs, narrow stairs, new exits, and we upgraded level 4. So plenty of new things. So this is our information at the end of the day, finances. So we get ticket sales, construction, and we could take loans, but we don't need loans. We're going to begin the day. We're going to pause because we now get a lot of new stuff. So we get a lot of new exits. Now, these 3 exits are on this higher level, and these 2 exits are on the lower level. Now we got some choices. We can either try to connect it up to here, but I think we're actually going to create like a separate entrance to the subway from this side. So first thing I'm going to do is I would like to change these stairs to escalators. So we're going to have an escalator up. No, we're going to have an escalator down first. Escalator down. And then we're going to build an escalator up. Like so, and we can immediately say that this is to all A exits, and then this is going to be to all B exits, P exits, and that's it. Sorry, P metros, and this is also for drink. Well, drink is either way, but it doesn't matter. Drink is also there. All right, and now we're gonna start building on this side. Now, do we want to make escalators from the beginning? I think we might. So let's place escalator like this. We're gonna have up on the right, so let's place it kind of in the middle like this, up on the right, and then we're gonna go above and we're gonna build a corridor here. Let's go with the normal corridor. We can now also have like narrow corridors and stuff like that. We're gonna turn this that way and move it like so, and we're gonna connect it straight towards here. It's gonna be one big line, so this B3 is gonna be straight up connected, okay, to this escalator. Next up, I want to build the escalator down right next to it, like that. And the escalator down is going to say to all A exits, the platform, and, well, not the drinks. Drinks are going to be up here. And all the B exits are going to be up in this direction. Alright. Then we can actually let the time go because you have to unopen the exits in order for people to be able to go here. So in the meantime, we can start at least building the other stuff. Then I'm thinking we'll connect it. How do we want to connect? We can actually connect it like this, like straight up connect these two. Yeah, I like that. We're going to create a straight connection like that. And then we're going to create like a really narrow corridor just this way. Oh, is it too small? Alright, so we're going to have to do it a bit differently. Okay, so let's pause again. If you make it too small, it can be a bit of a problem. So we're going to first create like a corridor like this. Going to go to, let's say, there. Also turn so you can better see. Like this, yes. I'm going to create two separate corridors this way and this way. I don't want a white corridor, I just want a normal one. Alright, now where do we want, it's an overlap with what? With the station? Oh, it's an overlap, that's a bit strange to me. Let's try a narrow one then. Yeah, this works, so how much wider can I make you? Like so, good. Now that's a bit wider on this side. Yeah, like that. Alright, so we're gonna connect this up. So I like to already kind of start with the signaling, so let's do it. But first we should really kind of decide like where do we want to have like a drink plaza and how are we gonna get down. So we've got a couple of, I think we just add maybe like a stairs here. We could have like, do we want to have a narrow stairs or big stairs? Or like, oh, we could actually have stairs maybe this way. That could be cool. Let's do it. Let's have a normal stairs down over here. And then if we go down, we can create like a corridor connecting it this way. Trying to make it as nice as possible. I would also like if like each sort of place had like a very clear pathway to itself, so that we don't have to worry too much about, you know, like having like a weird angled lines and things like that. Let's do a wide corridor like so. And it probably doesn't need to go that far. Let's just go this way. Oh, we probably wouldn't be able to make it that way. Okay. So let's start this way. Let's go like... Let's try it one more time. I think we first need to create it like this, that it will go kind of out. Maybe not that far out. Because I'm not sure if otherwise we'll be able to make such a small corridor. Okay. And then here we create a connection to that. gonna go for like this way. And that way. And then here we don't want it to widen out, we want it to be straight, so you can like click on, no, not like that. Yeah, I think it's straight now, okay. Yeah, good. And now we'll start with signaling. So upstairs is all the A exits, the platform, drinks, and all the B's except 4 and 5. Then we gotta add a signal, I think here. This is gonna say upwards. We've got just what I just said, except B4 and 5. Then we add and it has to go up. Wait, do I already have a sign up? Already have a sign up. So the sign up I'll remove. This one will go that way. And we'll add a new one, which will go back, which is just B5. And then we'll add a new one, which will go this way, which is going to be just B4. Alright, so we're happy with that. Let's go upwards. How are we doing? Did we finish the platforms yet? Not yet. So we can work on signaling in the meantime. So let's add some signals this way. So to the right we've got all the A exits, the platform, and then we've got B3, and that's it. And probably drinks. Oh no, I put it on the wrong side. So first you should go, no, you have to go this way, and you are B1, but you're also B5 and B4, because it's also going down. So this is going this way. This has to go that way. Then we've got a new on the left, which is what again? B2. Alright, and we should be done with this. That's great. Now down we've got B4 and 5. And that should be it. And we need another signaling over it. Now, B3 is finished, but we haven't finished the escalator, so we cannot open it just yet. But afterwards we're going to open it. And we're going to say, hey, you are all the A's, platform, drinks, and... oh, this is actually skewed a little bit. I thought it was straight. Well, never mind. We're gonna pretend it's not. And everything except... actually, no other B exits. Okay. So that's okay. And then we're gonna add a new one, which is all the B exits except B1. Okay. And this one is supposed to go this way. Alright. Now we did that. And then, yeah. And then I promised some drinks somewhere here. So, actually, I don't know. I'm gonna try to rotate this so it's like nicer. I put this to there, and then I put this to here. Okay, what if we fill it up like... yeah, it has to be on the... oh, I don't think I can make it straight. Can I make it straight? Click on this. Is there no way we can like... no, it just keeps on being crooked. I'd remove it, but it's gonna take a long time to rebuild it again. Okay, maybe... yeah, maybe like that. And then here we'll also do it like this. Yeah, now it's gonna be straight. Yeah, good. Good. Okay, so now we can turn on the B3 exits. Actually, all of the B exits. Which means that they all can go. Now, they're pretty well signed up over here, but the people who come out from the metro, they're probably very confused. So we gotta add some signaling here. I'm gonna say, hey, a signal to that way is going to be all the B's. And then we're gonna add a signal this way. Let's say, yeah, this way. It's gonna be all the A's. Go that way. Might move it a bit. Like that. Okay, good. Now we're gonna keep the stairs for now. And now we gotta say to all of these other signs that this is also a way to get to all the B's. So that, you know, like people, again, if they check the sign, they're like, oh, I see now. I know how to go where I want to go. Yeah, this guy's having a drink. Good. Now we're gonna check some people in a minute. But firstly, I need to figure out where I'm gonna place the drink. So we got this extra platform, so you could actually have the drinks over here. So we might want to add like a signal like this that's just gonna say drinks that way. And then we're gonna add a new sign this way that's gonna say all the A's this way. And the platforms. And then we also have one more that goes kind of on in that direction, says that all the B's are that way. Because what could happen is that they could get a bit confused. Now why is this not working? What happened? No corridor connection. Oh, that is a problem. How come? It's connected clearly. That seems to be connected. Ooh, we're gonna have to remove that then. And build it again. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, well, so let's place escalator down. No, let's start with escalator up. So we're gonna start with an escalator up and hopefully it will connect. Oh, is it like not close enough? That's a bit strange though. But what if you try stairs then? You do stairs up. Still not fully connected. Interesting. Alright, but we'll do stairs up anyway. And I guess we'll have to do like a new corridor. Yeah, like a narrow corridor like this. Connected to the stairs. On train track. Oh, yeah. On the wrong place. So we have to create like a corridor. Yeah, I don't see why this is not going to... You know what, let me try this one more time. If we go stairs up, like that. And then we create the corridor like from the stairs. Yeah, now it's gonna work. But it now means that all those people here, they have no way to get down, which is unfortunate. Sorry. But it's actually just gonna take 2 hours, 1 hour, so it's not that bad. So we're gonna connect this to all the B and drinks, I guess. Now we did the connection to all the B's from here as well. Yes, that's good. Yeah, these people they're gonna be lost for a while because there's no way for them to get there just yet. Which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, now we promised them a drink here, so we should build it. So we'll have a drink there. And another one over here, let's say. We'll see how it will go. And I'm also thinking about adding like a small corridor here just to like fully connect it up. Yeah, the guy's looking for a drink. The drink is not built yet, but it's gonna be built soon. Yeah, so this was a slight problem, but you can see it's working now. So with the stairs, by the way, the sign up says what's gonna happen when you go down and the sign down the other way. Now, can I now add like escalators here? Escalators. Yeah, now it's gonna be connected. Okay. Escalators up. And I would also like escalators down. Yeah. Then maybe I might remove the stairs later after we've got this. But yeah, we'll see. B and drink. Now you saw that symbol. I don't know if you saw that symbol of that person jumping up and down. It was like he was so upset that he needed to exercise. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward this a little bit. And we're gonna see what I have. So yeah, so this was a bit of a mess here. But it's good. We've got our first escalators though. Just go, okay, end of the day. And we've got, so yeah, sometimes spend lost in the station and looking for a drink. But we're now at the next level, which means we now get information boards. Now information boards actually make things a bit more complicated because the problem with information boards is that the tourists, they first look for an information board and only then they will know where they want to go. So we want to have a lot of information boards kind of everywhere. So I've added one over here to our drink station, then I'm going to add one over here to our little plaza. Let's say on that side and also on this side. But I'm actually going to pause while we do this. And we're going to add the symbols that this is where the information is. I am also going to add one information I am thinking here maybe? And these guys can have their own information board as soon as they enter. Alright, so that's pretty good. So you have so these two have information immediately as they enter. These need to go this way for information, which I already set up. These guys go that way. Now down here we also probably need information boards. So we're gonna place some, yeah, next to the drinks. And we have one on both sides. No. We might add another drink here. Next to this as well. Gonna mirror it a little bit and add an information board in that direction as well. So people in the metro has information boards immediately. These guys have information here. These guys, since they have the stairs, they should probably have information like immediately available so that they know like, hey, am I trying to go down or what? These also need to say information then. And the people down here also need their own information. So we're going to give information to, let's say here. Yeah, so these guys can see it immediately and these guys will go that way. Then we're going to watch a tourist. So see, this is a tourist, the red guy. So the tourists actually already know where to go. So he's not cool for us. He's not interesting. Alright, let's find some other tourists. Or somebody else somewhere. Come on, somebody come in one of these exits. Oh yeah, it's because the information board is not built yet, so of course he can't look. Just yet. Oh, and these guys, I need to tell you that for information you need to go straight. Alright, I want somebody new somebody touristy come out of these exits. Come on. Come on. I have faith in you, tourists. Don't make me wait. Come on, tourists. All the normal people come here like, where are all the tourists? But it's kind of early in the morning. I guess it's too early for the tourists to kind of travel around. Yeah, I want them to come from here because, yeah, okay, you. How do you already know where to go? You're supposed to be looking for information. You're no fun tourist. I've already been in the city for 2 days. Oh, now he's gonna look at information board. Now he has to wait, so he actually has to wait in line, so that's why it's a good idea to have a lot of them. I might actually add one to this plaza. Just like so we can have a bit more, maybe two. But I really want to watch somebody who's like, how about you? You seem cool. Yeah, he's looking for P2. Is he gonna check the information? No, he just knows where to go. He's like, I'm not worried. I understand. Maybe we should. Yeah, that guy was looking for information. You could see it above his head. Now he found it, so he's going from A4. Do you not see the information right there? He doesn't have a very good observational skills, to be honest, this guy. He's looking at the board and he's going to figure out, okay, where do I want to go? And then he's going to start moving in that direction. So this increases the time. So he's now, okay, I need to go to P1. So he actually saw the signal. So now he knows where to go. But it can take a little while for them to find it. So let's check this side. Let's find somebody, ideally, yeah, this guy went down here. He came from B4. Yeah, he looked at the information board. So we caught him at the beginning. So we could speed this up a bit. Okay, now he's going to P2. Now some of them actually come from B to A, so they don't even go to the platform, which can be interesting because then they kind of have to, like, you know, just have the longest path possible. Okay, so this guy's going this way. And yeah, he's going down. So it seems like it's gonna working pretty well. And then he's going down and climbing the stairs. He doesn't even want to take the elevators. I don't think one of the elevators is connected again. Yeah, that one is not connected. At least we've got the escalators up. Like, you want to go up, you can take the stairs. You want to go down, you go. Actually, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Like, you have to exercise, but only on the easier way, so it's not that bad. Do you want to add more drinks here? No, I don't think so. We don't need them. We don't need them. The drinks, it's all good. Now, I don't have any signals here because there's only one way to go, so I'm thinking, like, is there a point to having a signal that says everything is in that direction? Well, actually, maybe, because the people are still... You know what, let's add an information board for them, and we'll have a signal that says everything except information is in this direction. If you want information, just look straight ahead. Everything else go that way. Ooh, I quite like this. So, hopefully, yeah, you can see that our current evaluation is the top because we open all the exits. People are quite happy. So I'll do like this sort of bottom way too. Oh yeah, there's a tourist leaving. B4. We gotta check some person. Yeah, like you. You're going to P2. Well, that's pretty easy. Nothing too complicated about it. Ooh, but you can see. Oh, also there's like a morning and evening increase in people because they're going for their jobs and etc. So you can see that, you know, sometimes like the escalators can get filled and all that. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. I like it. And we get more metros and generally more people, and it's just really cool. Like, this game is still in early access, but it's like there's a lot of stuff in it, and I'm very, very excited for it. We've got all the information, and then, like I said, there's so much more coming, and then you've got like a different platforms, a different level, and then people are going to go from platform P to platform Q, and then they have to kind of walk around, and you have to figure out how you're going to connect that in a way that's sort of like pretty and useful, and it's just really cool. I'm probably going to make more episodes of this because I'm really, really into this game. Alright, we're almost done with day 4, is it? I don't know. I guess. Even with these stairs problems, we're pretty okay. And we leveled up to the next page. So let's check out. So now we've got 2 bathrooms, and we've got 2 C1 and C2 new entrances, and we can begin the new day. Alright, so I think we're gonna end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. And click on the right top towards the next one, or click on the right bottom. We don't really have any similar game, so I guess you could click on the right bottom to watch Transport Viewer, which is a transport game. I'll see you there. Bye bye.